All right, and we are live here on YouTube for some good old truck racing in Connecticut as the Truck Series rolls into Lime Rock Park today for the next step on the path for these truck teams heading towards the playoffs. Playoffs are coming up real soon, and yeah, they are gonna want to get this. They're gonna want to get these any of these teams going in the wrong direction. Gonna want to start to right side some of that. So here we go. They're doing the national anthem right now. We're getting set up, but welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let me just go ahead and pull up points real quick, so we can go ahead and see which teams need to be on the right side of this. So looking at the playoff cut line right now, it is Jake Garcia versus Ty Majeski, two Thor Sport trucks. Really, the only two cars near the playoff cut line as it stands right now. Although, with it being a road course, could be the perfect opportunity for an Andres Perez or maybe even someone like a Dawson Sutton or Spencer Boyd to have a out of nowhere victory and win their way to the playoffs. Currently, only 3 spots remain in the Truck Series playoffs that are not already claimed, as Corey Heim, Chandler Smith, Ankrum, Hemrick, Friesen, and Caruth have all locked in spots to the NASCAR playoffs. So we got a nice long. We do still have a long path ahead of us, but there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Also, if you guys enjoyed the stream last night, we were out at the local dirt track, and yeah, it was a ton of fun. We had quite a few races going on, although I will say those fantasy modifieds were not what I was hoping for. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Corey Heim on the pole position. We got Jordan Taylor driving the 07 truck. Or, sorry, driving the regular 7 truck here. Lane Riggs, Majeski, and Brent Cruz rounding out your top 5 starters. So, really, no one near the top that really, in that top 5 that could really lock or flip the script here. But Caden Honeycutt in 6th could be a big field flipper. Connor Mozak in 8th. Andres Perez, as I mentioned, in 10th. Any one of those, they get the win, and it would flip the playoff field. And again, there's only 3 spots left. If Andres Perez claims one of those spots, it becomes a whole lot harder to try and pull off the upset. Yeah, to make it into the playoffs, because it's already going to be fairly tough for Jake Garcia at the current moment. But if we get another surprise winner, it's going to just stack up and get harder. Hey, Chase, how's it going? We got Taterhead as well popping on in. Thank you guys for tuning in here. All right, so there we go. We are. But yeah, who are the other truck drivers in and around that cut line that if the cut line starts to move? So yeah, Caden Honeycutt currently is above the cut line and would be in range for a playoff spot, assuming that we don't get a ton of new winners down the stretch. He and Grant Invinger are the two guys, quote unquote, comfortably above the cut line until we get 2 more winners. But good thing is after today we only have 3 more races left. We've got IRP, we've got Watkins Glen, and then we got Richmond to round out the regular season. So there's only 4 races left, and we got 3 spots left. So theoretically, there could still be a really interesting situation where every playoff spot gets taken by a race winner, and we start having drivers potentially bumping the lowest winning driver in points, which as of right now would be, I believe, Raja. Let's see. Raja, Hemrick, or Friesen. Let's see. Hemrick's third in points. So, yeah, it would be Raja Caruth in 11th place. It would be the one dropping down. So, there we go. I'm doing pretty good. As I got nice and rested up after the local dirt track the other night. And, yeah, we were chilling out here getting ready for this one. Alright, there we go. Again, Lime Rock Park, right around the corner. It is not. I was kind of hoping that maybe I'd be able to get to this race, but just didn't end up happening. So, but yeah, we are here and ready for this one. Let's see. What do the owners' points look like? The okay, 7's still in position. Yeah, the owners' points will be an interesting one when we come to the playoffs because some of those all-star cars that rotate through, like the 7 and the 07 that rotate through Cup drivers, will be an interesting one to follow throughout. But as of right now, we are looking pretty good. We are just chilling out, just double checking everything, making sure everything is going good. Let's go ahead and skip our first round of ads for you guys. And yeah, they're showing some highlights of some of the old Trans Am races that used to take place at Lime Rock, which was Lime Rock's got some interesting history here, and again, it's cool to see Mike Joy actually out and about working on this Fox broadcast rather than being limited to only the Cup Series product, which of course Cup Series product wrapped up a couple weeks earlier than it usually does. So yeah, there we go. Let's see. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Say weather looks clear, and because it's a road course, we shouldn't be limited on the racetrack as to how many races or how many laps we get in. As long as there's no lightning and thunder, we should be good. Because yeah, that the Xfinity Series race didn't get over till really late last night, which was really late. But meant I got to actually see the finish because I was actually home by that point. All right, so there we go. I will say this track definitely has a lot of history. They got the Sam Posey straight. They got Paul Newman has a straight named after him. Don't think there's any relation to Ryan Newman, but yep. So there we go. And we are chilling out here, getting ready for what is gonna be an interesting race. 35 laps in stage 1. I don't know how long stage 2 is, but I know the full distance is 100 laps here at this race. So there we go. We're getting ready for the command to start the engines, and we will be ready to go. So there we go. Alright, but yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. And just double checking, making sure everything is going good. We got Hemrick starting 11th. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up a second leaderboard. That way I can have a leaderboard to scroll up and down. In-season challenge game. We got our... Do we have my... Because I did throw together a bracket today. Let's see. Are we able to look at my bracket? Do I need to sign in? I should already be signed in. Yeah, we're definitely signed in. Alright, well, I did fill out a bracket, so we'll see if my bracket's anywhere near correct by the end of this, but I'm just going to fill in with what I remember doing. I will go through some of my... I'm going to see if I can get a actual downloadable picture to put up on the broadcast for you guys, so... I think I had him making it through. Definitely him. I think I had an upset here. You know what? I'm going to actually go against what I did earlier today. A little bit. You know what? I might actually change that pick too. Watch now. All the picks I'm changing are gonna be the ones that I get wrong. Boom. Let's go with boom. Boom. You going pretty far. I'm actually gonna have a fairly big up change in the results here. Chicago. I'm actually thinking that. Yeah, this might actually be a little bit more different than I thought. Because some of these matchups end up being a lot closer than I originally thought about, especially with some of the changes. I'm gonna say that decision there is entirely based on bias, but it's a fun bracket challenge. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. Boom, boom. So that one's gonna be close, but I feel confident in that one. I'm gonna take Sonoma. Yeah, I'll take him. And then this is where I will have you go. And then I actually might have a whole different. Alright. I think I'm going with the same winner, and I will go with a slightly different margin of victory. Alright, come on. Please tell me it'll let me download my photo. Here we go. Save as. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can put up my photo here. They are starting to roll the trucks out onto the track, so we'll be getting that one ready here in a minute. Boom. Come on. Yeah, nope. That is not what I intended on downloading. Just kidding. Alright, see if it'll just give me a spot where I can download my photo of the in-season bracket. Alright, so there we go. They're talking about some of Jordan Taylor's other success. So again, no rounds have been completed so far, so. I'm starting to think maybe the only way to get it would be to do a screen grab. So give me a second, guys. Boom. Alright, this is not going to look great, but it'll do for now. As here we go, they're doing their starting grid here. Ty Majeski, Lane Riggs in row 2. Let me just go ahead and get this photo finalized here. We'll go ahead and throw it up there. But yeah, there we go. So let's get chat up here. Yeah, Chase Holland, I see ya. But yeah, so they're going through the full. Say it's quite a few trucks here today for a solo race. Which that's the other interesting thing about the truck series this week is that they aren't with the Cup series, so you'll see some interesting drivers like Thomas Annunziata getting an opportunity in the Spire Motorsports truck. Alright, there we go. And now let's just save our photo here. go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just talk about the bracket challenge right now, because honestly, I find it a pretty fun idea, especially if it's something to try and engage your the more out the more new kind of general sports audience here. So you get a nice bracket here. So first off, I had Denny Hamlin over Ty Dillon. I feel like barring a wreck, I feel like that should be a fairly safe pick. Then I have Kyle Busch taking down Brad Keselowski. I would be lying if I said that that wasn't bias coming into play there. Then we got, although I do think Kyle Busch has a fairly good chance to do it. Then you got Bowman versus Logano. I think Bowman. I'm taking Joey Logano for his super speedway prowess, even though I don't think he's actually probably the best driver. I think if Bowman can survive this first round at Atlanta, I think Bowman puts himself in a much better spot. Then we got Bubba Wallace versus Suarez. I think Suarez is really good at the New Atlanta. He did have a rough race earlier this spring. I think he bounces back and is able to out-duel Bubba Wallace. Then we got I've got Josh Berry out-dueling John Hunter Nemechek. I've got Chase Elliott out-dueling Austin Dillon. I've got Chastain outdoing Eric Jones, and I've got Bell outdoing Stenhouse for the right side of round one. So we'll go ahead and talk about that more probably in a later tonight when we have the Cup Series race. But there we go. And we are just chilling out here. We got 10 people hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for everybody that's decided to turn up for this random Truck Series race at Lime Rock Park. Lights are off on the truck. We should be seeing the cars coming in this time around, and we will be getting ready to go. All right. So again, Corey Heim out in front of the field here. Lane Riggs up inside that top 5 as well. There's some interesting drivers. I can't wait to see how it ends up going here as we get ready to go down into turn number 1 here at Lime Rock. I believe this will actually be the first race I've actually watched at Lime Rock. I've driven it in the iRacing Sim a bunch, but I've never actually watched a race here. So let's see. And they're still pacing here, so yeah, it's a 1.4 mile road course, 7 corners. Front straightaway is only 40 feet wide, while the rest of the track is a little narrower at 30 feet wide. Pit road is actually the widest part of this racetrack at 48 feet wide, while being about 1,000 feet long. There we go. Again, we are getting ready. Pace truck is off. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. We are racing here in Connecticut as they head charging down towards turn 1. Some aggression early from some of these drivers as they start making some moves. Everybody's going to make it through turn 1 nice and easily on this first attempt, although the number 1 of Brent Cruz making some aggressive moves up to move a couple of spots up. And here comes Rajah Caruth trying to make his way around the outside into the start of the S's. Has the inside for the following corner as they go left and right, and then he'll have to finish it off with an outside move. And no, he's not going to. The 45 of Honeycutt actually held tough on the when he had the inside line there for the run off the corner there. So there we go. Again, we got ourselves I got away here, but man, this track, that is one thing. This track is extremely narrow. It's not bad if you've got 5 or 6 cars, but for a full truck field, it definitely looks extremely narrow. But again, we got drivers like Connor Mozak getting into it with Zane Smith here. Or sorry, Chandler Smith dueling it out here down through these corners. Only 2 laps in so far. You've got Himes, Riggs, Taylor, Cruz. So let's say a bunch of contenders here near the front of the field to start this one off. Thomas Annunziata has dropped his got his 07 into 11th place. So I actually think that's a 2-spot increase from where he started this one. So Annunziata potentially making some good use here, but man, these laps are clicking off quick. You're already completed 2 full laps here. And that is insanity here with just how quick these cars are going around this very small venue. But yeah, man, as I gotta love the look of these hometown tracks. It looks very beautiful all around. It kind of honestly similar to a kind of miniature Road America. I mean, obviously nowhere near the length that Road America has, but the same kind of lush green surroundings here as we got Corey Heim starting to put a little bit of a gap over himself and Riggs through this road course. Some of the guys who are the quickest adapters here. No driver has won 3 straight. I'm assuming that's got to mean this. Oh, 2 straight road course races. So Corey Heim trying to be the first Truck Series driver in history to win 3 straight road races, which, granted, that stat makes a lot more sense when you realize it's they were talking about road racing, because back 5-6 years ago, in the lead up to the pandemic, the trucks didn't race many. I think they usually raced about 1 road course a year. So, to be a 3 to get 3 wins in a row, you'd have to, 1, stay in trucks for 3 years, which people, if you're good, aren't doing. They're moving on up to the Xfinity and Cup. All right, so there we go. Jordan Taylor, the 34-year-old Truck Series rookie today, making his very first career start at 34 years old. Obviously, he's been here plenty of times. In fact, I think he's been at this track plenty of times in the sports car series. As he's an IMSA, I believe he's an IMSA champion and Rolex 24 winner. But yeah, here we go. Up into the 3rd position right now, but he is starting to fall quite a bit off the back of Lane Riggs. So, he's doing an okay job for a rookie, but you ideally want to stay a little bit closer. Although the way stages work in these road courses, you don't have to stay super close. Hey, I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that name, but cheering on Timmy Hill. Would love to see Timmy Hill make a big run through this field. Timmy Hill is in what? He's not in the 66. What truck? Oh, there he is, 56. Currently sitting in the 27th position. So 6 drivers making their series debut, most in any singular race since 2021. That is an insane stat. That we've had that many repeat winners, or we've had that many different drivers running in this race. I know Slimp is new for this race. We know Taylor is. Who else is making their very first start? Maybe Cam Waters in the 66 truck. Oh, LeBay. I didn't even realize Alex LeBay is in here. I'm assuming that's Alex LeBay. So, there's quite a few in. I'll trust the NASCAR stats people since it seems to check out so far. But yeah, so 7 laps in though. Working our way through this one pretty quick here. Alright, so in the 98 battling it out with the 71 here. Ty Majeski trying to get up there. Caruth dropping back a little bit here. Oh no, actually, sorry, that's Majeski moving back. Rajah Caruth actually jumping up a spot. My bad. And Majeski, fighting back though. It's Majeski versus Caruth. They're continuing to fight this one out, but a little bit of dust cloud here. I'll say Corey Heim still the only driver to lead laps in every race this season, and he has done it today. So we are, we continue that streak here. Again, Corey Heim just having an electric season. If he could just finish out some more of these races. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? Hurting for truck number 88. That would be Matt Craftsman. Not sure why I completely blanked on his name. Probably because he's just been completely irrelevant this year, unfortunately. Truck Series legend. But yeah, so currently 8 laps in here. First stage is, again, 35 laps. We're working our way through this one. We got 14 people hanging out in chat. And we hit 3,060 subscribers. Let's go. Let's say another mini milestone hit there as number 20, as a driver of the 22 is going ahead and getting this one set up. He's going and getting that one. Let's go ahead and get the leaderboard going. We do have our bracket to talk about as well, but I am going to probably run and grab some water here during this first commercial break. Right now, Matt Crafton's sitting in 22nd, by the way, just to give you an update on your guys. So Alex LeBay is in the 22. So again, I'm going to run and grab some water, and I will be right back, guys. Just figured I'd let you know. Alright, so there we go. We are back just in time as we're coming back from commercial break. Let's get right back into it. Again, we'll be doing the Cup Series race later on tonight as well. So if you guys enjoy NASCAR coverage, again, we'll be here for that race as well. So there we go. Again, we are chilling. Alright, so there we go. Let's get that up. So we got chat in the spot. And yeah, here we go. Oh, and the 62 running wide. One of the rookies running in his very first truck race, I assume was brought in because he's an experienced road course guy, but first time in a NASCAR truck, and that can be a significant difference in experience. I mean, obviously, road course racing is its own beast, but so is just truck series racing in general. Ooh, Taylor Gray with a runner-up finish at Pocono last week. I didn't get a chance to watch much of the truck race last week, but hey, good job on Tanner Gray for a runner-up finish last week. All right, so there we go. Thomas and Annunziata up into the top 10 here. There we go. Good job on Thomas for making the most of this 07 car, because the 07 has really struggled the last couple of times that they've brought out the 07 with different drivers. Kyle Busch was mid-pack last month at in the Texas race, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was one of the other mile and a half races. But yeah. Yeah, the 07 had been a fairly weak truck, so not sure what they did differently to it this week, or maybe it's just the fact that it's got less top end talent in the field. But regardless, it is working out pretty well here. All right, so there we go. Let's see. All right, there we go. 22 laps to go. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Oh no, Spencer Boyd down 2 laps. Oh, he must have had some sort of issue here. Hate it when people go and when people go and send a voice message because I have no idea what they said and I can't listen to it while I'm streaming, but I'd like to know what they're saying because it's in the podcast chat, which, if you guys don't know, I'm a part of a. Yeah. Oh, there's Spencer Boyd off track again in the Freedom number 76 car here, off course again. So, yep, issues again for Boyd here. But yeah, so for any of you guys who don't know, I am a part of a sports podcast group. We got baseball, don't know if we have basketball. We got baseball, we got hockey, we got college football coming back this year. We got pro football, we got a NASCAR podcast, and we've got a wrestling podcast. I'm only involved necessarily with 2 of them, but if you guys want to check out any of those podcasts and any of those topics interest you, should be the bottom link in the description. So looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys will check that out. And yeah, if you guys want to hear more from me, again, we'll be breaking down the Atlanta race weekend. That episode will probably be up Tuesday or Wednesday. So, yeah, we're currently 20 laps to go in this stage. We worked our way through the first 15 laps complete so far. And Corey Heim has nearly a 5-second lead. Are you kidding me? He's essentially jumped out to a third of a second. He's gained 1 second per 3 laps of racing. That is an insane statistic there for him. So I think it's pretty safe to say Corey Heim is going to dominate this race. It's just a matter of can he win it. And can he maintain that track position after the pit stop? All right, so there we go. Again, we got Zane Smith. Connor Mozak still up in the top 10 as well. Good job for Mozak. Honeycutt up inside the top 5, proving why he is currently at least in position for a Truck Series playoff spot. Again, there are 3 spots remaining in the Truck Series playoffs, and this is one of 4 races remaining. Or, sorry, after today, I believe. Was it after today or including today that it's 4 more races to the playoffs? Okay, so including today, there are 4 more races. So if we do not get a new winner today, so let's say just for simplicity's sake, Corey Heim wins this one, becomes first driver to win 3 Truck Series road course races in a row. Then we will be guaranteed that every race winner will get into the Truck Series playoffs. And then in that case, we will jump up to, then it will be a question of, okay, of the 3 guys currently in on points, will any of them be able to hang on to those spots while we've got potentially new winners coming through? Because again, Yeah, Watkins Glen, another good road race for some of these traditional road course guys to potentially find some luck here. In fact, are there any? I don't think there were any really big win threats outside the playoffs right now. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, well, Ben Rhodes, former champion, he could definitely win and upset the apple cart here. Matt Crafton, I would never count him out, but beyond those two, I mean, those are really the only two real surefire win candidates currently below the cut line. But, so again, they're working their way through this one, though. We got ourselves a really good crowd here tonight. Alright, there we go. Frankie Muniz, he's been on a little bit of a roll the last two races, back to back top 20 finishes, including a 14th place at Michigan. I mean, it's not great, but as I say, progress is one of the best things for Muniz. I mean, it's one of the things I always say about rookie drivers is that you got to give them time and you got to give them consistency. And so far, yeah, time and consistency are two things that the Rayun brothers with Frankie Muniz have absolutely given him is the ability to learn. They've committed to him for a full season this year. I'd be a little bit shocked if they don't keep him around for next year on a full time basis. So, but yeah, I will say though, next year I think he would need to step up before he could really be super safe in that job security. Even though obviously he's got actor money, so he definitely could probably retain the ride if he wanted it. But I would love to see him maintain that ride just purely on the fact that he's developing talent. Because honestly, I think Frankie Muniz one has the skill to actually develop the talent, and two, all right, so 15 laps to go. We got a good race going here. So yeah, he's won at Lime Rock Parking, Grand Dam, and the Pirelli World Challenge. All right, so Jordan Taylor does have some wins here at Lime Rock in the IMSA Sports Car Division, so I was right about that one. But yeah, we are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. It's been a little bit of slow start to the race as Corey Heim just took off and ran with it here at the front of the field. Can't wait to see what we end up seeing if we get down to the end of the stage in terms of flipping the stage strategies. There we go. All right, Slimp has gone down a lap. And again, right now, this the front of the field is very locked up with either part timers like Taylor and Cruz, or guys who are already above the cut line like Heim, Riggs. Honeycutt would love to get the win to secure himself without needing the whatchamacallit, without having to worry about the points, but as of right now, he is above the cut line by a decent margin, so as long as we don't get two new winners, he should be safe regardless. Alright, here we go. 13 laps to go. Again, we're working right through this one. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. 13 to go. Stage again. This track is just extremely narrow here through these corners. go. We're just kind of waiting to see what we got here. There's not a whole lot going on, especially while they're in the side-by-side commercial. They aren't going to go ahead and give us much. Alright, so we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We got 18 people popping in here, and we are coming down to about 10 laps to go here as Corey Heim has caught the back of the field, and we've got lap traffic. Starting the lap cars on pace here. Boyd going down another lap. That puts him 6 laps down now after the earlier spin. And now we got, he's also going to be breathing down the neck of Breitinger here. His Toyota TRD teammate here. Hopefully they'll play nice with each other, but again, you just never know. Alright, so there we go. New leader Corey Heim. Or, sorry, not new leader, but not sure why I said new leader. But yeah, nope. Corey Heim still out in front of the field, still holding about a 5-second lead, even through traffic. But yeah, here we go. Heim trying to go around the outside of Frankie Muniz, trying to find a way around him. Gets to the inside here and manages to go ahead and go around him on the right. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, 10 laps to go. They're working their way through this one pretty effectively here. Corey Heim already at 914 laps led, second most all time through the first 14 weeks of a season. I mean, that is again just no other word for it other than impressive there for Corey Heim. Alright, so we have 9 laps to go. Come on. Connor Mozak holding on to this one, currently in the 7th position. He's moved up 1 spot since the start of this one, but he's, for the most part, just stayed very quiet. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. So again, 8 laps to go. We're getting down towards flipping of the stage strategy here at the road courses. And oh wow, we got some people running way off course there and kicking up a lot of dust here. Yeah, 7 laps to go. 7 1 times round. Alright, come on. 8 laps to go here. Again, Heim is just absolutely gone cruise control here. Alright, so we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, right now we got Riggs, Ricky Taylor, Jordan Taylor. Ricky's his brother. I would, say it would be cool to see both Taylors in the same race here, but not today at least. And here we go again. We got Honeycutt up in the top five, but right now it is all about Corey Heim right now and his decimating pace. Over 6-second lead here for Corey Heim. I mean, I try not to under or overstate things too much, but I think I'm going to have to overstate this one. Corey Heim leading by nearly 7 seconds here through 30 laps is a pace that we have seen very few and far between. And Corey Heim has figured this road course out near flawlessly very early on here. Now, maybe it changes around a little bit as we get later and later into this one, but as of right now, I don't see any reason why it would change drastically, so. Here we go again. 6 laps to go. We are closing in on the end of this first stage. They're going to have to try and decide as to whether or not they come to pit road to flip the stage or not here. And for some of these drivers, I'm not sure they have the chance to, because again, Corey Heim turning 57.5 laps here. I mean, there is no easy way to say this one here. Is again, Corey Heim is just absolutely smacking the field. Although the 34 of Riggs has caught up on him a little bit here, but catching up a little bit and catching up enough to catch him is really different. Alright, so here we go again. We're just chilling out here. Well, last night was definitely a late night, but we are here. We're somewhat rested, and we are ready for this one. 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 to go at the line. Again, next time by, I think most of the field will have to make their choice if they're going or staying. Alright, so there we go. Say Lane Riggs is catching it up to Corey Heim ever so slightly. Problem is, it won't be enough for the stage win, and when the stage ends, Heim will get brought back to him regardless. So. Alright, so here we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright. Here we go. Taylor popping out of line here on Frankie Muniz, trying to get through some of this lap traffic here as he's now 13 seconds behind Corey Heim. 3 laps to go. And none of the guys at the top of the grid have opted to pit. Weird. Because I thought maybe some of the guys who have already won, like Heim, Riggs, well, they were fighting out for a playoff. Oh. And we could just come down now. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 2 laps to go. Pit officially closed. Heim and nobody else opted to pit, so there will be no flipping of the stages here. Actually, because it's not a normal race, I don't think they have live pit stops anyway. So I think I don't think flipping the stage is actually an option for them. So a bit of an interesting thing there, as we are again working our way through this one here. Corey Heim absolutely just dominating this field. There we go. Again, right now, working their way through this one. Corey Heim all over the back bumper of another car here, trying to put another one lap down. That is the 91 of Jack Wood here. Car all the way back in the 27th position. Only 26 cars remaining on the lead lap here as Corey Heim continues to work around them. All right, here we go. Final lap. One lap to go. The stages do look fairly balanced here as we're coming down to the end here. Let's see. And here we go. Corey Heim's going to cross the start-finish line, and he will win stage number 1 without much of an effort. There we go. 11 car wins the stage. Go ahead and open a pack for caution here, just like we did the other day with the road course in Mexico. Or, sorry, not the road course in Mexico, the big track at Pocono. Although caution laps here should not be very long, because caution laps don't take forever. So, there we go. Alright, let's see. I just hold it up to the camera here so you guys can see. We got One Pod, Colossal, Tandemas, Toad School, Norman, Cyclazar, Toad's Cruel, Golbat Reverse, TM Reverse, and a Low Kicks. Nothing in that one, but there we go. I figure the Pokemon cards are a fun, quick way to keep things interesting, break it up, since we're at the stage break anyway, and the caution periods can be somewhat long. Alright, go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Uh-oh, the list got out of whack. Give me a second. That was weird. Why is it still showing? Oh, it's because they got rid of the whole timeline, like the underboard. Why'd they get rid of that? Come on, just go put it back. There we go. There's the score. There's the timing board. Just keep the timeline there. Come on. Why are we having trouble with the website here? Come on. Just leave the lap tracker thing up there. Is it because it's not working? Because that would be weird. Yeah, it looks like they're taking it down because it's not working. Alright, we're just going to leave it as is. And, oh, we get the red flag coming out. Okay, so it does look like it is going to be uncompetitive pit stop. Since they are going to do a red flag, we'll go ahead and just open another pack here. But yeah, so they're going to red flag it so they can do uncompetitive pit stops. They'll have 5 minutes to get their pit stop done roughly from when they hit the thing, and then they'll come out of the pits together. And they will maintain the spots that they were in when they came down. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. We got dark Ruxish. Oop. Primer. Acnea. Oh, we also had a Sandile that came down there. Yeah, the cards are sticking together today. Hypno. Beach Court. Tarantula. Staraptor. And just a Klefki. Alright, well that's unfortunate, but there we go. Alright, so here we go. They're coming down pit road for their pit stop. Let's go ahead and see if we can refresh our camera and see. It's a little bit blurry. There we go. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time as we are currently down pit road here as they'll be getting ready for first round of stops here from the Lime Rock Park in Connecticut. Alright, so there we go. Again, we've had quite a few people hanging out throughout the stream. Again, thank you guys for everybody that's decided to spend a portion of your very valuable day here with us. So there we go. There we go. Yep, once they all park, they are all permitted to go over at the exact same time and start the pit stops here. And a little bit of trouble with the, the 17, having a little bit of trouble with the tear off there with the windshield wiper in place. Not sure if that's normal to take quite a few times to scrape that off. I know most of the time they try and have it prepared to do it where they can do it quick, and they don't have to do it as quick as they can here, but still seems like something that should be a fairly standard procedure here. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Currently under the red flag. They do. Oh, okay. The 34 is actually going to have the. I say a crew member over the wall with a hammer trying to help figure something out. So hopefully they can figure out whatever that was, because that's not exactly a great sign there when you're having to use a hammer. But yeah, Larry McClure unfortunately passed away at 81 years old earlier. I believe either this week or earlier this month. I saw the thing, so yeah, they were just talking about him. So yeah, rest in peace to Larry McClure. But, yeah, there we go. And we are chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So we've crossed the 1 hour mark here on the stream, or we will be crossing it here in the next minute or so. How's everybody doing so far? You guys got a favorite for the race? If you guys got a prediction for tonight's race, we'd love to hear it. Maybe a prediction for who you guys think's going to win the bracket challenge overall. All right, let's go ahead and bring back up my bracket here. We'll talk about that for a bit. Yeah, so I went through the left side of the bracket already with you guys. It definitely is some very small fonts. Let me go ahead and see if I can increase the size so you guys can actually read it, although I will read off the names as well. Yeah, so we got I've got Briscoe beating Gregson tonight. I've got Priest and Byron. I was gonna go with Priest, but then I decided, Byron's pretty good here. He might be able to squeak this one out. But I think that one's a closer matchup than people might be giving it credit for. I've also got Hocevar upsetting Blaney. The Fords qualify really well, and obviously it's a Penske 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't know. The Fords don't have a great finishing record here outside of, I guess, Logano with his 2 wins. So I'm going with Hocevar. That was a little bit of an out there pick. Reddick versus Larson, really, it's mostly a toss up. I think it could go either way, but I decided to go Reddick over Larson. If you went Larson here, I would not be overly shocked, and I think he would go probably about as far as I have Reddick going. Then McDowell versus Allmendinger. This one's gonna hurt me because I love both of these guys. I love Michael McDowell, as you guys probably very well know, and I'm a massive AJ Allmendinger fan as well. So, but unfortunately, only one of them can survive this one, and it will. For me, I'm picking Mike McDowell to survive. I think the slightly better overall finishing versus Allmendinger. Then I've got Ty Gibbs edging out Justin Haley. And then I've got Austin Cindric beating Zane Smith. And I've got Chris Buescher beating Gilliland for the first round. So those are tonight's results, at least by my picks. Would love to hear some of your guys' opinions as to who you guys think is going to get the in-season tournament done. Next week in Chicago, they've got... later today we got ARCA. I'm going to skip ARCA, but I will do the Cup race. So I think I might have said I was going to do ARCA today, but I got other stuff I got to get done. So I am going to skip the ARCA race in favor of doing, obviously, the Cup race. Then we got Kyle Busch coming up to the great state of Maine for the Celebration of America 300 at Oxford Plains Speedway. That should be a really good race. We'll be there both Tuesday and Wednesday for that one. Then on Friday, we'll be back at the local dirt track. Saturday with the Xfinity cars at Chicago, and then Cup Series on Sunday. So, again, a very, very stacked weekend. Really a stacked week of racing here on the channel. Again, we'll get to see Kyle Busch in person. Maybe we'll even be able to get a quick word with him, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. We'll be in the pits for that whole race weekend, so that should be a ton of fun. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and do an in-race poll here. And we'll go with just a nice, easy yes or no here for this one. So there we go. Do you think Corey Heim wins the stage or not? You can answer yes, no, whichever of the two options you want. But should be a fun question to get a little bit of just chat engagement going. So there we go. And we are chilling out here. They're looking at some of these tires that came, as I talked about, hanging out with some of the tires that just came off of these cars, and those tires look very worn out. So this is Caden Honeycutt's first ever road race. Yikes, that's really rough. So there we go. That is a really big blister on that tire. Yeah. But I'm saying he's never seen that before. I mean, I have to have seen that type of thing at least once. Maybe not quite that big, because that is a massive blister, the entire size of the tire, but I won't say no to it. There we go. Lights are off on the pace truck as they're going to go ahead and bring this one down to the green flag here. Field in the hands of the 11 and the 34 as we get ready to go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. I just realized I'm not caught up to live here. So here we go. Down into turn one. Heading through this one. Oh, we got a big lock up there from a couple of those cars. And oh, we got somebody kicking up some dirt as they ran wide on the exit. So there we go. Some more dirt getting kicked up. Again, luckily it is not like the Xfinity Series race where we had cautions every 5 seconds. But night is still young. Alright, so there we go. Okay, we're just chilling out here as everybody's kind of getting ready to go here. We got Brent Cruz versus the 9 of Imfinger here. Imfinger starting to make some noise here, moving towards the front. Alright, so there we go. We got caught up to as close to live as I could. Connor Mozak, though, up into the top 5. That's an interesting one. Again, Mozak making some good ground here. Honestly, the top 10 is all very interesting drivers here. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Another 35 lap segment. Alright, so there we go. Ooh, there we go. Caden Honeycutt started the race in 5th, dropped back to 6th for the end of the stage, and that is where he runs currently. So hoping to see him move his way up to the top 5. I think Caden Honeycutt, honestly, I think Caden Honeycutt is one of the more underrated drivers in the entire truck series. I mean, he runs really well in that 45 truck for Nice, and obviously Nice not nearly the juggernaut they were when Ross Chastain was driving for them, but I think they can still be a championship caliber team. And Caden Honeycutt is insanely talented here and is getting them up, driving them back up to where they used to be, which is close to victory lane, if not in victory lane. Alright, come on, let's see. What do we got? Again, 27 laps to go here. You know, the stages, I will say the stages are at least going quick here. But yeah, again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. We are chilling here. It's fairly rainy, and it's ironically settled the temperature all the way back down to in the 50s today. After it was up north of 100 earlier this week, we've jumped all the way back down. Corey Heim still unchallenged for even a single lap. Alright, so again, right now, Riggs is going to try and stay closer to Heim this time than he did last time, but based on last time, I think Riggs is just going to run away with it. Oh, there we go. Again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright, so here we go. Again, Grant is working on this one. Let's see. Alright, so 25 laps to go. We're working our way through this one here pretty efficiently, but again, Corey Heim still working on trying to build up his lead, although he hasn't built up really to Riggs yet. Riggs actually stayed pretty close to him. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so here we go. Cam Waters at 30 years old here. And I say, his best truck finish is 19th, so. All it takes is one or two drivers to run wide, and that dirt cloud completely covers the entire field, which is just insanity. Oh man, that was funny. That got me a good laugh. My parents talking about our neighbor who was, yep, rainy days ahead. Yep, that is accurate. All right, so here we go. We'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to having some more co-streams here in the future. We were supposed to have one later on tonight, but unfortunately, the guy, not driver, but the guy who was going to join us for that, ended up not being able to do it. He lost his voice cheering at the Xfinity Series race last night. So, another full screen commercial break. Let's go. And we're just chilling out here. Corey Heim's got this one probably in the bag for stage 2, but we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, we've now hit 50 laps completed here. Corey Heim has led all 50 en route to this one, so yeah, it has been a dominant performance here from Corey Heim. Oh, I want to open that one. I want to save that one for a video. Front row all the way. Hey, I love seeing the front row motorsports guys doing well. I was a big Michael McDowell fan for a while. In fact, I'm still a big Michael McDowell fan, but love Todd Gilliland too. David Reagan was always a cool one to see. So yeah, big fan of front row racing. Love seeing the fact that they've come back to the truck series as well to give some other drivers good opportunities. Hey, Kyle Buschad, nice. Love seeing Cup drivers involved with commercials too. Sponsors who actually want to be known for their Cup drivers. Alright, so there we go. Man, Corey Heim is just on another level though today. Nearly a 4-second lead this far into this one. It's like, come on, man. It is a 4-second lead. Barring a mistake, it'll probably do nothing but grow either. So, even better. All right, so Alex Abey is off course now. He's been off for more than 7 laps, so that is unfortunate to see. No cautions for contact though so far tonight. We've actually been a clean and green race all the way through thus far. But as of right now, though, I think it's going to take a bit of a miracle for Heim not to win this thing at 4-second lead here with 18 to go. I mean, there's still time, but it's going to be a long one here down the stretch here to see if they can get this one done. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. We got Thomas Annunziata, who is working his way up. He's up to 9th place after finishing 10th in stage 1. Good job for him. Making the most of his first real opportunity here in the truck series, getting an opportunity with the Spire Motorsports after driving, I believe it was, what was it, 71, I think he's run most of, or no, not 71. 70 maybe in the truck series a lot. Regardless, this is a much better car than he's driven most of the rest of his years, so. Double duties today between trucks and ARCA, because ARCA's actually at the same track as well later on today as well. I forgot ARCA wasn't at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. So there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. This is a shocking surprise. Fastest lap fastest truck last lap was Corey Heim, just continuing to absolutely decimate the entire field. In fact, he's 2/10 of a second faster than the next fastest lap of the race. Alright, so 15 laps to go here. Corey Adams built it up to now nearly a 5-second lead here over the 34 of Lane Riggs. Man, I'd love to see Lane Riggs get a shot at this one, but there's just been nothing to slow down Heim all day. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're chilling out here. Frankie Muniz is about to go a lap down here to the 11 of Heim, as Heim is just working his way through lap traffic at this point. At the 1.5 mile road course here in the state of Connecticut. I will say it's nice seeing a new state represented in the NASCAR ranks. Just wish we were getting a slightly more competitive race out of it. So far, Corey Heim has dominated this one, although I will say at least it's racier than the local track last night was. Specifically for the Legendary Bombers, because I will say some of those races were absolutely thrilling, but yeah, the Legacy Bombers were the Legacy or Fantasy Bombers. They were really old looking cars, but yeah, they put on an absolute snooze fest. And we'll have some highlights from the weekend coming out probably Sunday and Monday. So keep an eye out for those. Should be fun. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see some running. Alright. Riggs has stabilized it at about 4 seconds here between himself and Heim. Problem is that he's only got 12 laps left in the stage, and I think Corey Heim's got enough of a lead to where that lead is not going to all disappear in that time frame. So it looks like we are probably going to be stuck here with a Corey Heim victory here in the stage, which I am not personally upset about. I actually quite like Corey Heim. I think he's a good driver, and I certainly think he's good for the sport. The more good drivers we can have that aren't propped up purely off of sponsorship, I think is great, especially by family sponsorship. I will specify that because I think a lot of drivers are propped up by sponsorship to some degree, and in some cases it's great. I mean, drivers being propped up by sponsors. Look at, not a great example, but look at what's his name? Like guys like Denny Hamlin for years with FedEx. Look at some of these other ones. They've gotten so attached to brands that people call them like the Candyman with Kyle Busch. Yeah, for a decade. Yeah, I can't. Was it a decade or 2 decades with the? No, yeah, it was a decade with the candy company on board. A little over a decade, but some of these drivers getting so attached to brands, but it's not as cool when it's family money that's getting them there. Like for example, the Herbst, the terrible Herbst chain of convenience stores that are helping get grease the wheels to get Monster to sponsor Riley Herbst the entire season. Like, I mean, I think that right there is a perfect example. You've got Tyler Reddick, who has gotten there through hard work and has gotten the same sponsor that the that Riley Herbst has gotten through being Riley Herbst. So yeah, that's one of those things. I understand how sponsorship works, and ultimately money runs almost everything in the world these days. But I don't know. I just kind of wish it. Say, gotta celebrate when drivers can actually overcome the money disadvantage. All right. Well, again, so far though, Corey Heim continues to dominate here. Looks like they're going to another commercial break. We'll probably come back with like 5 laps to go in this stage because it is Big Fox. We're getting a lot of commercials today. One more pack of cards here, and I'll probably end up refilling it with some more packs later. Oh, here we go. We got Frankie Muniz showing up for some ads too. I don't give a lot of props to Fox. I don't know how much of this is Fox, but there have been. This is now like the second or third driver commercial I've seen. Morgan and Muniz. They themed that interview complete or ad completely around Frankie. Nice. All right. Oh, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. We got Cubs, Astros, and Phillies versus Braves tonight at 7, but we will not be watching those as those will be going on at the same time as the NASCAR race at Atlanta over on TNT. So, and are you kidding me? Corey Heim went and decided to double his lead. I started to say, oh yeah, Riggs is starting to reel him in a little bit, but he's going to run out of time. Now, Corey Heim has gone and the doubled his pace and has now got a 6.5 second lead on Riggs with 7 laps to go. So, yeah, barring a catastrophic incident, we are going to see this one go on to be a dominant victory here. All right, so there we go. We are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. 6 laps to go here. Corey Heim's got this one in the bag, it looks like, but we are just chilling out here. I'm going to go ahead and end our little poll here that we had going because there's no shot he doesn't win this thing at this point. 5 laps to go. Maybe he'll go ahead and prove me wrong here too because I said that he was getting caught and then he goes and doubles his lead. Now he's got 5 laps to go and it'd be hard for him to lose it. And there is a car with potentially what looks like maybe a tire going down, which is not good. It's like maybe the 81 of Mozart. Oh, hard to tell. Is that a tire flapping or is that? I think that might just be bodywork flapping, which is still not good because that means they had to repair damage from something, which is weird because Mozart hasn't been involved in much. Yeah, that is just a piece of tape or something. All right, man. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. But yeah, Corey Heim though leading wire to wire so far in this road course race here at this one. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Again, time is ticking here. And Annunziata trying to, he's moved his way up to 8th. He passes Rajah Caruth here. So he's up into the 8th position. Can he get to Majeski? Alright, so here we go. 3 laps to go. And again, Heim has such a big lead. He will not lose it. Nobody, as I say, they aren't allowed to pit between the stage, or they can't pit before the stage ends because of the no competitive pit stop rule, which is annoying because it takes the one element that is interesting about the stages and does away with it. Is that you're not even allowed to make a green flag pit stop for strategy's sake? Come on, NASCAR. All right, 2 laps to go here. Corey Heim in absolute command here of this race. No real threat to it. And let's see. Again, this one has just been an absolute. It's weird to see a race this dominated in the modern era. All right, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, final lap here. Heim has a 7-second lead. Man, come on. 7-second lead is absurd. But here we go. Final lap. Coming down to the final corner here. Corey Heim just needs to not get completely killed off this corner. Onto the main straightaway. And his 7-second lead is going to win him stage number 2. So he continues the clean sweep attempt here. It's going to be Lane Riggs, Jordan Taylor, Connor Mozak, Chandler Smith, the top 5. Honeycutt, Majeski, and the Zetia, Caruth, and Infinger rounding out your top 10. So there we go. And Brent Cruz, the first driver to miss out on points here. So I'm going to just run upstairs, grab another drink because I only brought the one small thing down and we drank that pretty quick. So here we go. I'll be right back. uncompetitive pit stops are going, and we will be getting Corey Heim back out in front here shortly as he's led now 71 out of the 100 laps already. I knew he'd been dominant. I didn't realize quite how dominant. And the thing got completely out of focus again. Do I not have autofocus enabled on this thing? Focus. Huh. Does have autofocus on. Yep, there we go. Now it'll focus right in. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So yeah, we'll be getting ready to go back racing here shortly though. With Corey Heim will be retaking the lead here. Lane Riggs to second, Jordan Taylor to third, and it's gonna only be a 30-lap sprint to the checkers. So they're gonna have to get going quick. And so far they've had nothing for them all night tonight. So. Didn't have any of this set in the stockpile, so I want to stockpile some of those. Boom, and we get a promo card. Yeah. All right, well, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, Richmond Raceway, August 14th through the 16th. So that should be a ton of fun. I love Richmond Raceway. You guys probably already know this about me. I'll definitely be doing a tracks tier list at some point, but yeah, Richmond is one of my personal favorite tracks to watch a race at. And yeah, definitely looking forward to it. August 14th through the 16th. That means that is coming up in about 2 months, about a month and a half. Races coming up. We also got IRP in a month from now, I believe. Because they go almost an entire month without a race. Alright, so there we go. Trucks are rolling back out onto the track, and we'll be getting ready for this one. So the drive to the checkers, we got only a 30-lap run. Will we see Corey Heim lead every lap of this thing? That'd be interesting to see if, again, so far, the front three have been close to unchanged. I mean, I think Lane Riggs might have spent 1 lap in third, and that's about it. Jordan Taylor, I have no idea where he spent his time, but basically it's been entirely in third too. So it's not even like, oh, maybe the front 5 changed up a little bit. I mean, Honeycutt's moved forward and back a little bit. Chandler Smith has been on a little bit of a move, but for the most part, it's been very stationary at the front of this field. Which, again, great for Corey Heim, great for Corey Heim fans. I've said it, I'm a pretty big fan of the guy, but I would like to see him have some competition. Show why we've got some of these drivers here in the Truck Series, because a lot of them are. I'd like to imagine that a lot of these Xfinity or Truck Series drivers are talented, but it's hard to convince an outside observer of that when you're watching nobody be able to compete with one driver. And again, it is probably mostly just a fact of the fact that Corey Heim is just that good. But we'll have to keep up here and see what we got. Alright, so there we go. Again, we are just chilling this one out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get this one rolling here. Ooh, we actually have a change of position? Let's go! A driver with an average finish that doesn't start with the same number as their current running position? Wild. Alright, so again, they've doubled up, but the lights are still on the pace truck, so they are going around for at least one more lap here. But yeah, so it looks like Connor Mozak has taken this spot from Taylor. Either that or maybe he just drove up past Taylor when they came across the line here. But regardless, that is a different position now. Or who knows, maybe it's just a scoring error, but we'll have to wait and see. Cup drivers from Connecticut. We're about to get our Joey Logano feature here. So, yeah, Joey Logano, Ryan Preece. Preece from Berlin, Connecticut. Meanwhile, Logano's from Middletown. And a special shout out to another Connecticut Cup Series driver. I'll give it to him because he's part time. Anthony Alfredo should be getting a feature in this too, because Anthony Alfredo is another great guy from the Connecticut area. Always love cheering for some of my Northeast boys. Just kind of wish Logano wasn't one of them. The other two are great. Love Ryan Preece. Anthony Alfredo is amazing. So yeah, just again, nothing overly personal, but I just don't. I'm not the biggest Logano fan in the world, but he is the best driver to represent Connecticut, and has represented Connecticut. Yeah, in fact, actually, him and Ryan Preece represent a very good balance of Connecticut. You have the Yankees, who everybody hates, and you've got the Red Sox, who, at least I like them. But yeah, so far though, 2 cautions for a total of 5 laps. It'll be 6 laps here as they get ready to go green. Oh, and are they going to red flag this thing? Uh-oh. They are parking the cars here. Somebody, and yeah, they're gonna say this red flag. The red flag will come out here as it appears somebody may be leaking oil here. So they're gonna try and figure out which car is dropping oil, and yeah, we'll see what we got. Yep. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody is having a good time. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the videos and the streams, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. But again, we are just chilling out here. let's go ahead and I'm just gonna shuffle my deck because it's nice, easy, something for me to do while we're waiting for out this delay, as they're gonna go to a commercial break. It looks like commercial break. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Well, we are just waiting this one out. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just add the poll in here. All right, another nice, simple yes/no answer as to will he lead every lap? Because so far, Corey Heim has been able to lead the entire way, wire to wire, no stops. I don't know what the fuel window is, but I don't know. I almost would have wanted to, if I was one of these drivers, I would have wanted to try and do something to make that guy uncomfortable. Try doing something. I don't care what. Just do something to try and get a little under his skin. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We're just waiting out this current red flag as there is a car leaking oil onto the track, and they are trying to figure out which one before we burn up too many laps here. Yeah, so they're talking right now about the gap as the next race is July 25th at IRP, 8 p.m. on a Friday night. Likely we will not be covering that race as we will be at the local dirt track probably. Alright, well, there we go. Alright, so they've got. Oh, hey, cool. They got Trevor Bain up in the booth. Alright, so we got Jamie Little, Trevor Bain, and Waltrip for the booth here. And yeah, so they're going out there. They're running water bottles out to all the drivers because it is gonna. As I'm sure it's hot down in Connecticut. Yeah, and regardless, race cars usually get very warm on the inside, so you always want to be providing water to the driver, especially if you have to sit there. Because at least because a lot of their ACs run on the air flowing through the radiator or through the front of the car. And when the car is sitting motionless, there's not much air going through that, so you're getting somewhat stale air, and it's about, I think it's about 10 degrees colder. So I'm not sure if this is a replay showing the cars leaking, or if this is them now having got. Okay, no, they've lifted the red flag, so we are up and rolling now. Alright, well, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So it looks like pretty much everybody thinks that Corey Heim is going to lead every lap of this one, and yeah, you're probably right. We got 25, well, about 25 to go when they drop the green flag here, and yeah. Corey Heim's been able to pretty well lead the entire thing so far. Would not be shocked to see him lead the rest of it. So there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Yeah, we're just shuffling cards here while we're waiting. They are currently pacing. Probably going to have them pace for another couple laps while they try and sort out the oil issue because they want to make sure that there isn't still oil being put down. Right now we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's go ahead and refresh this, see if they've fixed the leaderboard thing. I'm assuming the leaderboard thing is still not going to be working. Nope, it is not. You know, they've kind of given up on it for at least the moment. Maybe it'll be back up and working for the cup race, but I have no idea why it wouldn't be working now. Alright, so here we go, here we go, here we go. And yep, showing the Spring Martinsville race where Corey Heim couldn't get it done. Then the Rockingham race where he where he had an issue in the pits. Then a pit gun failure at Kansas. Then he jumps out of line before the start-finish line at another race. Goes to Wilkesboro, gets run wide and out the groove and gets spun out by Lane Riggs. Then in the Pocono race last week, he was running up at the front of the field, signaling his hand out the window here. And yep. But yeah, it was an insane sequence of racing there for Corey Heim, though. Again, the fact that he's led 964 laps so far this season, including 75, the first 75 today, is insanity. Alright, so here we go. They'll be taking the green flag with 24 to go. And here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag is out. We are back to racing. Come on, somebody, anybody, able to take this one away from Heim down into the corner. Oh, Matt Crafton goes wide. Crafton wide and off course completely. Matt Crafton's off the course entirely here. We'll have to wait and see. He is able to rejoin at the back of the pack, so we're not going to see a caution from it, but Matt Crafton does lose any semblance of track position he may have been holding on to. And now you've got Corey Heim out in front of the field here. No caution, but man, you just see these cars going around this track and it just looks extremely narrow. Well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. 23 laps completed, and man, a big cloud of dust at the back. And again, that only takes one, maybe two cars to get off course, and there's just a massive dust cloud that follows everybody else. So people could have crashed. Who knows? All right, so here we go. Oh no! And now Matt Craftsman's coming down pit road. Probably has to something to do with going off course earlier. That is not good. So Corey Heim out in front of the field here. Connor Mozak has managed to get by, and Jordan Taylor has dropped a fifth. Yikes. Ty Majeski, though, has made a good charge for the field here. He could be another contender to potentially snag a win. Is he above the cut line currently? He is the cut line currently. He is currently 10 points above for the final spot in the playoffs. So good run for him, and no Jake Garcia in sight all day means where is Jake Garcia at? I just realized he's full time, and I have not seen his name once. Okay, he's currently in 21st place, so very average. All right, so there we go. But yeah, Jake Garcia having a really tough time with that 13 truck here. Let's say he was pretty close to a playoff spot, but not anymore here. All right, so we got 20 laps still to go. We got a decent run going here, but it's just the problem is that Corey Heim out front. It's going to be hard to imagine anybody actually being able to pass him. And off course goes Matt Mills. Matt Mills in the 42 goes off course here. Let's see where we got. All right, so again, Corey Heim has not been able to jump out to the same kind of lead as he has the last couple of runs, at least not yet. Only only a 1 second lead currently over Lane Riggs. Connor Mozak hanging out 3 seconds back of them. So again, all of it's pretty close here. And the next three truck races are all on Friday evening. So, and yet points as they run, 33-point difference between Majeski and Garcia for that final spot. So it is basically a lock unless we have a new winner between here and the next 3 weeks. Those three, Honeycutt, and Finger, and Majeski, will all be part of the playoffs. So. So again, we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on, come on, come on. 18 laps to go. I will give Riggs credit. He's hanging a lot closer than he did the last couple of runs. Problem is going to be is how competitive can he stay? $17 laps to go here. All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, we are just chilling out here. Is Mike Joy in the booth today? I think he is. If I think he was up there with Trevor Bain a minute ago. They showed the broadcast booth a minute ago, but let's turn this off and see if we can hear him, or turn the volume on real quick and see if we can hear him. They have Jamie Little reading the promo, so she must be the play-by-play person. I know Mike Joy was doing some history pieces during pre-race, but I guess they didn't decide to have him in the actual booth. Questionable decision by Fox, but then again, it's Fox. I think we all are very used to questionable calls by Fox when it comes to their management of the NASCAR property, especially. So, yep, we're just chilling out here though. 15 laps to go here. Lane Riggs out about a second and a half back of Heim. Again, he's taking closer this time to the point where Heim only needs a minor mistake and Riggs would catch him. But problem is the 11 car has not put a wheel wrong much at all today. You're 55.6 88 the last two times around. There we go. Again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, here we go. Man, again, we are just chilling out here. Riggs. Corey Heim's up to now a 2-second lead over Riggs. All right, well, again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Well, Dawson Sutton with an issue. That's not good. So we do stay green, but now Sutton limps it, but gets to pit road here. Heim goes and laps Matt Craft in there, and now we got the complete the tire going down. And I'm saying with a whole tire alligator out there, they're gonna have to send a crew out there to get it, but they can grab that hopefully while the cars are all on the other part of the track. But it's not an easy one here, and as they go around the lap car there, Riggs was able to stay close with Heim, but the more and more that Heim starts to stretch this one, the faster and faster he seems to go, and the caution flag flies. Yellow flag flies. I was worried about the alligator out there on the track, the tire carcass, but the yellow flag has flown, and we will be having our first caution flag of the afternoon here in what is a very short race up to this point. And oh no, sorry, it's for something completely different. Matt Mills is off track in his truck, and it looks like he may be stuck down there in a tire barrier. So they are going to have to send a crew out there to potentially help him get out of that thing. Get that car out of there. So there we go. 11 laps to go here, and we got ourselves yet another caution flag. Question is, does everybody take tires? Does nobody take tires? I'm trying to stack it against Corey Heim. I'm doing whatever Corey's not. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. 11 laps to go. Again, currently under the caution flag. Let's see. Come on. We're just waiting out this one here. That's enough to play. Alright, there we go. We're just chilling this one out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. And again, if you guys are excited for the cup race later on today, feel free to let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing if you guys are new. We're trying to we're going to see if we can hit 3,100 subscribers by the end of July. I doubt it, but we'll hope. That's the optimistic goal. Oh, yeah, we are just chilling out here, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so yeah, we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, come on, let's get this one underway here and see if we can get this thing wrapped up. If we can get the truck race done in under 2 hours, that'd be incredible. Alright, so yeah, we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. All right, Lime Rock Park is back from commercial break, and let's see. But yeah, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Alright, so they're filling up Matt Crafton, getting Matt Crafton some fresh tires, seeing if he can go out here and run this one back down. The 62 has been laps down. They're showing him now. Let's see. Again, this race has been interesting, that's for sure, but it has been a very much a dominant show from Corey Heim all the way from the start to the finish here. Wow, I say from start to finish. We haven't ended yet. It is not over. 91 laps completed, though, and Corey Heim has led all 91. Let's go one more pack of cards here, see if we get something cool. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on, come on, come on. This is only our first caution for contact all day, which is actually rather impressive. I'm impressed that we haven't had a caution a whole day for contact, but yeah, we got one now, so there we go. All right, here we go. Corey Heim won two of the last three truck races. Won the last two truck races in a row. No driver has ever won three straight truck races. He's been relegated to stuck in the truck series for at least another year as all the 2311 seats seem full and all the Joe Gibbs Racing seats seem full for at least the next year. So Corey Heim could potentially be the first. Let's see. Alright, let's see again. Right now we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Man. Alright, here we go. Let's get ready for the restart here. We gotta run to the checkers. So again, so far, Connor Mozak's actually seemed to be one of the best at moving through the field. He's moved all the way up into the third position. Yeah, I would love to have seen what Corey Heim would have been able to do if he didn't have the gift of track position the entire time. But as of right now, so far, Corey Heim has led 94 laps en route to the perfect 100 that he's looking for so far. Again, he's currently 94 for 94 on laps led, and we'll be waiting to see if he can do it all the way to the checkers. And I say, if he loses this race, it will be a very embarrassing race for him. Yeah, they're talking about Andres Perez here. Won the ARCA championship a year ago, and now he's in trucks full time for Spire Motorsports. As we're doubled up, ready to go back racing. All right, and here we go. Doubled up. Lights are off on the pace truck. Let's see the pace truck. Yep, pace truck's going to run away and hide as Corey Heim and Lane Riggs each get a chance to try and go for this one. Here we go. Off the final corner. Green flag is out. 5 laps to go. Green flag is out, and everybody's popping out of line behind the 11. Ooh, somebody caught some dust, and there we go. Lane Riggs beats the 11 to the line and able to lead 1 lap as he goes off the course along with the 7 of Jordan Taylor and the 71 of Rajah Caruth. 1 Farmer Motorsports truck and 2 Spire trucks off in 1 corner off the course. No contact between the 3 of them, it doesn't look like. But they're all going to safely rejoin the track. And now we've got Ty Majeski up into 2nd place here. So Ty Majeski has made it all the way back to 2nd place here. And this top 10 looks entirely different outside of Corey Heim, who has led all but 1 lap on the day. And it really wasn't even a lap he should have not led. He just didn't get the best restart, so he didn't win the 100-yard drag race to the line. But yeah, here we go again. Right now, down towards this next corner here, and they're going to show a replay of what happened here. Down into turn 1. So yeah, Jordan Taylor missed his corner all naturally. Alright, so here we go. 4 laps to go. Again, we're working our way through this one. It's going pretty well, but as of right now, Corey Heim not able to lead every single lap. How did his average running position go higher when he's leading these laps? When he's leading more laps? Alright, so here we go. 3 laps to go. 3 more times around here. Alright, come on, let's see. Three laps to go here, and again, the 11 Heim just has such an advantage. It is going to be hard for anybody to top it here as they're going around this 1.5-mile track. And a lot of these drivers who hadn't had much opportunity before this are now all lined up and ready to go here. Doing by the choose cone. Now they should have one more corner to go, and then we'll be ready to end this one off. Jake Garcia still not in the top 20, which is insane considering the amount of off-track cars we just had a moment ago. But still not able to get up in the top 20, and yeah, right now his opponent that he's trying to run against for that final playoff spot is currently top 2. Alright, so here we go. Final lap. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Corey Heim. Let's go. Corey Heim, 1 lap to go. Majeski in second. Majeski going to try and steal this one away from Corey Heim. I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but this is the best shot he's had. The best and final shot. Giovanni Ruggiero in third. Fourth is going to be Ben Rhodes, but here we go. Down towards the final corner. It's going to be Corey Heim through the final turn onto the main straightaway, and Corey Heim should be the Truck Series winner from Lime Rock Park. Let's go. Fastest lap of the day as well. Corey Heim sweeps the weekend in Connecticut. Let's go. So Corey Heim completes the weekend near complete shutout. Leads all the laps except for one from Corey Heim. Ty Majeski second, third Giovanni Ruggiero, fourth Ben Rhodes, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be Cam Waters. Three of the 5 Thor Sport cars inside the top 5. That's impressive. Chandler Smith sixth. 7th is where we'll find Josh Bilicki. Good job to Josh Bilicki. Brent Cruz comes home in the 8th position. 9th, Daniel Hemrick. And rounding out your top 10 will be Tyler Ankrum. As per usual, we are going to go through the full finishing order here, guys. So, Grant Dimfinger 11th. 12th was Caden Honeycutt. 13th is where Lane Riggs, the one other driver to steal a lap led off of him all day, manages to come home 13th after blowing the corner. Tanner Gray 14th, Thomas Annunziata rounds out your top 15. Not a bad day for him. He ran a lot better than 15th, but ends up 15th at the end of it. Mozak coming home 16th, 17th for Andres Perez. Ben Mayer, M-A-I-E-R, Mayer. So there we go. And that's his 16th win and puts him 3rd all-time among active drivers. That's actually pretty impressive, considering the only other active drivers ahead of Corey Heim in career wins is Kyle Busch and Johnny Sauter. That's a pretty impressive stat. Yeah, Ben Mayer coming home 18th, 19th for Matt Crafton, and Jordan Taylor, the road ringer, coming home in the 20th position. Rajah Cruz 21st, 22nd Jack Wood, 23rd Stuart Friesen, and Stuart Friesen the first car 1 lap down. Jake Garcia comes home 24th, 25th for Timmy Hill, 26th is where we find Matt Mills, 27th is where we find William Lambros. Then we got Frankie Muniz 28th, 29th Tony Breitinger, Dawson Sutton 30th. Running out your top 30. Then you got Spencer Boyd 31st. Dale Quarterly 32nd. 33rd, we got Wesley Slim. And Alex LeBay rounding out your 34 car field for tonight's race. Again, we'll be back in roughly 3.5, 4 hours for the Cup Series race. So until next time, hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next video. Live stream, whatever you decide to do with this tonight. But again, I will see you guys in that live stream later. So I will see you guys later. Goodbye.